Hi, welcome to Newport Coast Maritime Academy's instructional video, How to Deploy and Retrieve an Anchor on a Large Motor Yacht. Anchoring is best done as a two-person exercise, so helping me today is my good friend and fellow instructor, Captain Andrea Bill. So Andrea, you ready to go anchoring?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Let's go do it.
Anchoring gear or ground tackle is comprised of several main components. First is the windlass. This is the device that raises and lowers the anchor. Second is the anchor rode. The rode is the length of chain, line, or combination of both, which attaches the anchor to the vessel. Third is the anchor, which secures the vessel and rode to the seabed. A key factor to securing the anchor to the seabed is determining how much rode is required to deploy in order to allow the anchor to achieve the proper angle to set and hold the boat in place. The length of rode required is called scope. The calculation to determine the length of scope is called the scope ratio. The scope ratio is determined by the scope multiplier. The recommended multiplier for a day stop in calm conditions with an all-chain rode is 5. The result is a scope ratio of 5:1. If anchoring overnight or in inclement weather, the ratio can extend to 7:1 or more. Scope is calculated using the following method. The distance of the anchor above the water plus the depth of water under the boat times the scope multiplier. For example, if you want to anchor in 20 feet of water and your anchor is secured 5 feet above the waterline, you'll need to deploy 125 feet of rode. 5 feet of anchor height plus 20 feet of depth times a scope multiplier of 5 equals 125 feet of rode to be deployed. For the anchor to work properly, there must be enough rode deployed to ensure that when pulled taut, the rode has sufficient horizontal angle to enable the anchor to set into the seabed. Insufficient rode will reduce the chance of the anchor setting properly to the seabed. Critical to successful anchoring is to deploy enough rode to allow the anchor to work properly. With a chain rode, the weight of the deployed rode will create a catenary, which allows a portion of the rode to lie on the seabed, thus creating additional holding power. Prior to entering an anchorage, consult your chart or chart plotter to identify any hazards to navigation and to determine the bottom composition, to ensure it will hold the anchor and is free of obstructions. Release any restraints or locking mechanisms on the anchor or rode. Enter the anchorage at no wake speed. As you enter the anchorage, determine the wind direction. Before deploying the anchor, point the bow of the boat into the prevailing wind or current. Bring the vessel to a complete stop. Determine the depth and calculate the scope ratio. Deploy the anchor while allowing the boat to drift downwind. While moving backwards, continue deploying the rode until the calculated scope length is deployed. To set the anchor, briefly apply reverse power until the anchor chain comes taut and the vessel comes to a stop. Once you think the anchor is set, confirm you're stationary by observing a fixed object 90 degrees from your position. When the object stops moving relative to your position, you're stationary. Once stationary, the weight of a chain rode will cause it to partially sink to the bottom, creating the catenary in the rode. Once anchored, periodically observe your 90-degree reference point to confirm your anchor is still holding. While at anchor, all boats in an anchorage will swing in an arc as wind and current shifts. When approaching an anchorage, if there are other vessels already at anchor, try to visualize where their anchors are to avoid crossing your anchor over theirs or covering their anchor with your vessel. Once you have identified your desired anchoring spot, maneuver into place and drop anchor, ensuring you have 2 to 3 boat lengths of space aft to back down while deploying your rode. If you are unsuccessful in your attempt or feel unsure about the holding strength of your anchor set, retrieve the anchor and try again, or select another spot. Once you're ready to retrieve the anchor, it may be difficult to determine its location due to the catenary in the rode making the chain appear to drop straight down. To assist with determining the anchor's location, place a crew member on the bow during retrieval to communicate to the captain the direction of the anchor rode leading to the anchor. To begin, engage the windlass and begin retrieving the anchor rode. As the rode comes taut, it will indicate the direction of the anchor. Following crew signals, apply power to maneuver the boat so the rode is directly in front of the bow. Following crew signals, apply brief amounts of power to keep the rode directly in front of the bow, and move the vessel slightly forward to put slack in the rode. Once there is slack in the rode, retrieve the slack with the windlass until the rode comes taut again. Then stop the windlass. Following crew signals, reposition the vessel to put more slack back in the rode, and then continue to retrieve the slack. Repeat this cycle of maneuvering the vessel and retrieving the slack rode until the rode remains vertical during retrieval, which indicates the anchor is now free of the bottom. Once the anchor is in sight, slowly retrieve it on board, allowing the anchor to rotate into position and prevent it from swinging into the hull when it breaks free of the water. Secure the anchor and exit the anchorage at no wake speed.
We hope you found this instructional video helpful. For more information on our owner-operator U.S. Powerboating Certification Program, please contact us at 949-287-5454. From all of us at Newport Coast Maritime Academy, Captain Andrea and I wish you a great day, and thanks for watching.